Hey guys, welcome back to the Crystal Cares Yoga channel. I'm Crystal, and this is an extra special video because I am debuting my brand new microphone. Woo-hoo. But more importantly, this is a special video because this is a class that I've designed specifically with the intention for giving some love back to our healthcare workers who are on the front lines, putting their own health at risk every day to care for others. But of course, this class is also open to anyone who just wants to get off their feet and experience some self-love for a little bit. So we will get started in a seated position with our legs extended in front of us. So you have the option here to sit your hips up on a bolster, or maybe you have like a nice firm pillow at home that you can use for this. So tuck that bolster just under your sits bones, and then your hips will just kind of hang off the edge slightly as you extend those legs forward in front of you. And if you feel like it's putting a little bit of strain on your hamstrings, you can also take a blanket and roll that up under your knees. Just tuck it right in there. All right, now that's pretty comfortable. And then we're gonna just take a few breaths to ground in. So place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Take a deep belly breath in. Feel that expansion in the belly. Inhale. And the gentle fall of the chest as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And keep on with that breath. And as you do, just notice what's going on in your body. A lot of times when we feel like there's no time to take care of yourself or to heal yourself, that is exactly when your body needs it the most. So set an intention for yourself here, an intention of self-care and self-love. If this class is just a workout for you, that's great. And I hope that you get so much out of your workout. But also, if you're open to it, let this class be more than that. Let it be an opportunity for you to regenerate your energy, to come out of this feeling healed and rejuvenated and back to your strongest self. There's so much that's asked of you every day, so much energy that you have to give to others. And this is the chance for you to regenerate that. So if that resonates with you, let that be your intention for this practice, to take care of you. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And let that go. Release the arms down by your sides. And then from your Dandasana or staff pose here, pick your right leg up and just draw it closer to your chest. You're just going to give yourself a little bit of a foot massage here. Just whatever feels good. Just work the lymph, move it around a little bit. I imagine that you guys are on your feet for long hours of the day, so just give yourself some love here. And then switch out the legs, moving on to the left foot. Feels nice. And then let the left foot go. Then bring your hands up to your shoulders. Massage out the trapezius muscles a little bit. And into the neck. And keep breathing as you do this. Good. And then release the arms down by the sides again. Press down into your right hand as your left arm reaches up and over for a side body stretch. And then squeeze the belly to the spine as you lengthen back up through the center. And then exhale over to the left side. The right arm reaches up and over. And then find length through the right ribs. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the belly to the spine as you bring it back to center. Inhale. Then reach the left arm across over the right leg. The right arm reaches back. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to peel the heart over to the side wall for a little twist. Twists are so good for detoxifying our organs and strengthening the immune system. Inhale. Exhale. Reach the hands up through the center. Inhale. Take it over to the left side. Right arm reaches across. Left arm reaches back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to peel the heart to the side. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach up through the center. One more time, leaning over to the side. Right palm down, left arm up and over. Inhale. Exhale. Back through the center. Inhale. And over to the left. Right arm over. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up through the center. Take it over to your twists. Left arm over right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Reach up through the center. Inhale. Over to the left side. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Reach up through the center. Inhale. Then we'll take it into a forward fold, lengthening up through the spine, then hinging at the hips, and then reach the hands down for the mat. Maybe release the weight of the head. You can sway it side to side, shake it out no, shake it out yes. And then send a deep breath all the way through the hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then roll back up through the spine. Bring those shoulders back over the hips. Step your feet down to the mat and slide that blanket roll off to the side. Pick your hips up off your bolster and set that to the side as well. Feet plant into the mat. Reach the arms forward and squeeze the belly to the spine. Slow recline back, activating the core muscles. As slow as you can go as you descend. Good. And then once the shoulders melt into the mat, bring your right leg up to your chest and extend the left leg long. And then switch out the legs. Left leg squeezes in, right leg extends. See if you can flex through that heel down at the bottom. And you might not achieve a full extension of the leg down there. That's not what matters with this. But we're just warming up in the hip joints. Left leg squeezes in. And then one more time to each side. Right side. And then left side. Then keep both legs up into the chest. Reach the arms around the calves. And then see if you can maybe grab your opposite elbows here. If not, you can grab your forearms or hold on to your hands. Take a little rock side to side. Good. And then change the rock so that you're moving up and down your spine. So we're starting to create a little bit of momentum here that's going to bring us all the way up into your Sukhasana or your easy seat. From this seated position, shift your weight into your left hip and your left hand, and then swing the legs back. Then bring both hands forward as you shift forward into tabletop. So I'm just repositioning at the center of my mat. And then from here, squeeze the lower belly up in towards the sacrum. So you're feeling that connection of from your belly to your spine. And then extend the left heel back behind you. Put some weight into the heel to stretch out the calf. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Left knee comes back down to the mat, then extend through the right heel. Press weight through the heel, stretching out the right calf. Inhale. Exhale. Right knee lowers to the mat. We'll take a few cat-cow poses here. Inhale, lift the head and tailbone up towards the ceiling. So this is your cow spine. And then exhale to round out the back, cat spine. Belly drops down, head and tail lift. Inhale. See if you can lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Then round out the back. Ribs lift up high, belly squeezes up to the spine. One more round of that. Inhale, head and tail lift. Exhale, round out the back. And we're going to take that into a circular motion. So lean your left ear towards your left hip. So you'll feel a little bit of expansion through the right side body. Then round it up towards the ceiling. Keep rounding over towards the right side and then down towards the mat. 2 more rotations in this direction, going to the left, up towards the ceiling, over to the right, and then down towards the mat. 1 more time, big circle. So you're circling around your hips and your shoulders at the same time. Then bring it back to neutral spine in the middle. Then lean your right ear to your right hip, reversing those circles. And then we round it up towards the ceiling, over to the left side, down towards the mat, head and tail drop. And then we continue with the circle to the right, to the ceiling, to the left, down to the mat. 1 more circle around. Good, and then back to neutral spine, neutral tabletop. Only time that we have to be on our feet for this class, but downward dog is just so good. Take a walk through your ankles, maybe work out any kinks, maybe draw some circles in the ankles. And then if you need to keep a generous bend in your down dog, that's great. Just keep melting the heart back towards the thighs. Release the weight of the head. Breathe into the shoulders. If you have the space available in your hamstrings, then lengthen through the legs. Melt the heels into the mat and breathe through the hamstrings. Nice. work, you guys. Lower your knees back down to the mat. And we'll do some modified versions of a sun salutation. So we're gonna roll up into high kneeling, engage through those hamstrings, engage the abdominal wall, squeezing the whole belly into the spine, hug the ribs in, reach the arms up high with your inhale. Bring the hands down to tabletop, exhale. Shift forward into a modified high plank. So you're making one long line from the crown of your head to your knees. Wrap those elbows in, lower through your chaturanga arms, exhale. Extend through the legs, belly connects with the mat. Inhale to your cobra pose. So arms are right by the rib cage, and roll the shoulders down the back as you lift the heart up. Heart melts back down to the mat. Push down through the arms to send the hips back to a child's pose. And then we flow through that all twice more. Rolling up to your high kneeling pose. Lengthen through the back. Arms reach up. Inhale. Tabletop, exhale. Modified plank, inhale. Modified chaturanga, exhale. Cobra pose, inhale. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Engage the back muscles. Child's pose, exhale. Last time to flow through that, roll up through the spine. Find that articulation of one vertebrae moving at a time. Arms reach up. Reach, 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 reach. Tabletop, exhale. Hips shift forward, inhale. Chaturanga, arms squeeze in. Heart lifts, inhale, and test your balance here. Lifting the palms up off the mat, engaging the back muscle. The back muscles, there's more than one. And then find the space for your breath. Inhale. Exhale. And notice that little ebb and flow of the spine as you inhale, exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Hands come back down to the mat. Hips back to child's pose. Exhale. That child's pose feels extra good after you've worked that back a little bit. Resting the third eye on the mat. Maybe give it a little massage. Let that feel good. Nice work. And from your child's pose, we're going to rise up to that kneeling Tadasana again. And if you've noticed any sensitivity with being on your knees at all, you can take a folded up blanket and just tuck that under your knees just to give you a little bit more cushioning there. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then bring the hands down to the sacrum. So we want them pressed flat against your sacrum. Bring the palms of your hands right there. And then squeeze the elbows back. So we're drawing the elbows together. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine and lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Press the hips forward. Ooh, I forgot one little important piece. You might want to have your block or your stack of books back here just in case. So you press the hips forward, the heart lifts up, and then engage through the abdominals as you lengthen back. And this is called camel pose or ustrasana. And maybe this is as far as you go in your back bend. Maybe you release the arms to reach back there for that block. Or maybe if you do have a very strong core and a bendy back, you might reach all the way down for your heels. So just be mindful of your body and where it's ready to go for you right now. Walk the hands back up to the sacrum. Engage through that core. Support the low back as you recover up through the spine. Good. And then lower the hands down to the mat, coming into tabletop again. Extend the right leg straight back behind you. And then we're gonna stack up the hips. So flipping the hips so that they're flat to your side wall. And then one hip is one on top of the other. And then reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep flexing through the right heel. And then also stack up your shoulders. So you want your right shoulder right on top of your left shoulder. This is baby half moon or baby Ardha Chandrasana. And then keep squeezing the belly to the spine. And notice your neck here. You might feel more comfortable keeping your gaze down at the mat, but you might also have the range to have it straight out in front of you or up towards your fingertips. So just notice what's available to you now. Lower the right hand back down to the mat, level off the hips, keeping the right foot elevated. Exhale, draw the right knee to the nose. Inhale, extend it back. Right knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, extend. One more time, right knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, extend. Then lower the right knee back down to the mat in your tabletop. And then we do this one more time on the side. Hips press forward, heart lifts, gaze lifts, lengthen as you reach back. Ustrasana. Inhale. Exhale. Stay engaged in the core. Inhale. Exhale. And then if you walked your hands down to your blocks or the heels, bring them back to the sacrum. And then engage and support to recover up through the spine. Nice. Then come back to tabletop once again. Hands reach out, crown of the head reaches out, and then the left heel extends back. Half moon on the second side. So you keep flexing through the left heel, squeeze the belly to the spine, and lengthen out of the crown of the head. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Then notice where you want to send the gaze. Maybe down to the fingers, straight ahead, or up towards your top fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left hand down to the mat, level off the hips. Then draw the left knee to the nose. Exhale, squeeze in, engage the belly to the spine. Inhale, center. Belly to spine. Leg extend. One more. Inhale, extend. Remove that block, set it off to the side, and then we'll shift forward, coming all the way down onto our belly. Reach your right arm out to the side for broken wing pose. Bend the left foot and then step the left foot behind the right leg. So if you're in this pose and it feels like way too much pressure on the right shoulder, a variation that you can do is bringing your bolster or your pillow just under your left shoulder. The right arm stays extended out. And then you just kind of lean onto the bolster as your right arm stays extended. So this lightens up the pressure of that stretch through the right pectoral. And then bring it back into the center. Shift the bolster over if you need it. Send the left arm out to the side. Bend the right leg. And then reach the right leg behind you. Resting on the bolster. One more deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And then bring it back to the center. Set your bolster off to the side. Now we'll do half frog pose. So you're still gonna stay on your belly for this one. Maybe making a little pillow for yourself with your forearms. And then bring your right knee up to the side. So you want the right knee coming straight out from the hip, and then you want your ankle to be right under that knee. And then the toes will flex up towards the knee. So this is half frog pose. Just a gentle way to stretch and open our hips. One more breath here. We inhale and exhale. Step the right foot back down in line with the left leg. Then we pick the left leg up to the side. So again, right knee shoots out straight from the left hip, and then the left ankle shoots down straight from the left knee. Then you flex the toes up towards the left knee. Make your little pillow with your arms. Find your comfy place, and then find your breath. And maybe come back to that intention that you set for yourself to care for you, to rejuvenate your energy, to replenish yourself. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot steps down, back in line with the right leg. And then, just like you're rolling over in bed, just flip yourself onto your backside. Press the soles of your feet into the mat, press your palms into the mat, and then lift your sacrum up off the mat. Then lift the low back off, the middle back, the upper back, the chest, all the way into your bridge pose. And then lower the heart back down, upper back, mid back, low back, sacrum. Again, sacrum lifts, low back, middle back, upper back, and then lower low back, middle back, sacrum. One more time, we lift it up. Make sure your block is nearby. You'll just need one. So sacrum lifts, low back, mid back, upper back, all the way into your bridge pose. And then you can take your block and tuck it underneath your sacrum. So you can play with what height works for your body, depending on your back flexibility, and then lower the sacrum down onto the block. And then from here, you might choose to stay in your supported bridge pose, or you also have the option to extend your legs up towards the ceiling. So that does require a little bit of core work, a little bit of squeezing the belly to the spine to hold this position. But this is a gentle inversion that's gonna switch up our blood flow and send it back to our vital organs, back to your heart, and back to your brain. And this is so good for your immune system and also really great for just relieving some stress. Just a couple of deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then last breath. Deep inhale. Exhale. Step those feet back down to the mat. Lift the sacrum up off the block, slide it out from under you, and then lower the sacrum back to your mat. Let your knees fall over to the right side for a supine twist. So your knees are stacked one on top of the other here. You'll want to inch your right shoulder over so that your left shoulder can stay flat to the mat. Inhale, think of elongating the spine. Exhale, drop that left hip down. And then bring the knees back into center. We'll send the knees over to the left side. Stack up the knees. Take the left shoulder over to make sure you have space to flatten down the right shoulder. Arms gently open out to the side. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, drop down the right hip. And one more deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Knees come back to the center. And then we slowly extend your legs down below you for your final Shavasana. So you might want to play with some props here. A nice variation for Shavasana is taking a rolled blanket underneath your knees again, and then reclining the spine back. This allows for a little bit more of a release in the low back. And take one more deep breath in here. And exhale it out. And this is your final resting pose. Your entire practice has led you up to this moment where the most rejuvenation happens. And you can stay in this resting Shavasana as long as you would like. But if you're ready, bring your hands up into your heart center. With all of my love and infinite gratitude, I bow down to you. Namaste. All right, guys, thank you again so much for joining me here on Crystal Cares Yoga. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and comment down below. And please, please, please subscribe to this channel. I love you guys so much. And if you know anyone who is a healthcare worker, please forward this on to them so I can share my gratitude for what they do. All right, until next time, bye.